ordinance. There's some
Manager by ordinance?
manager by ordinance. There's some strong disagreement about that. But as I understand it, at the time that was passed, it was because the state legislature did not think that was responsive enough to the citizens. And they did away with it. They did away with it. And it was indicated that 5 cities who had voted for that could keep it, and the rest were to do away with it.
So
Now,
you're talking about a council manager form of government that had to be voter approved. And West Jordan just rescinded their council manager form of government. This is a 6-member council, and nothing's going to change that, whether you have a manager by ordinance or not.
well, it's a hybrid, and even David Church says it's a weird hybrid. We're a unique city in the state in that we try to keep a foot in both boats. And it's getting wider and wider.
So, does anybody want to talk about the time we should put in the code for when we meet? We're certainly not meeting at 7 o'clock anymore. Does anybody want to throw out, do we keep 6, do we keep 5? Our city website says a certain time now that's different than 7 p.m. Anybody want to settle on a time? Or do we just not put a time in the code since it changes?
And there's the work meeting, there's a regular meeting, there's,
Right.
so I think it's confusing.
So would you say we conduct 2 regular meetings on the first and third Thursdays at 8 lunch, which meetings shall be publicly noticed?
And at some point, if the council's interested, and staff wants us to discuss whether you're interested in doing it on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Tuesday? Instead of Thursday?
There's some reason behind it, but I guess it's not in this particular.
So does anybody have any heartburn on 2/12/020 regular meetings? The governing body shall conduct 2 regular meetings, which will be held, which meetings shall be properly be publicly noticed, comma, so not begin promptly, but shall be
Well-
publicly noticed.
Well, I wondered if we should not confuse the public. There's no reason a regular meeting can't start regularly. When we've had a legal meeting on airport, it's a special meeting. When we've had the work meetings can be advertised based on how much work we have. But our regular meeting, where we can take action, could be at a set time. And
We've done that at 6 o'clock for some time now.
we've done it for some time, but what does our
I
policy,
understand. It's not
what
consistent
does our code say? That's the point.
Then let's change it to
The
6.
prior mayor just decided to not follow the code.
There's another way to say it, which meeting shall begin promptly at 6 p.m. or otherwise noticed if the meeting date is a legal holiday. So we can say 6 p.m. or otherwise noticed.
Instead of 7, but we haven't followed.
Does that sound all right? 6 p.m. or otherwise noticed? That'd be the regular meeting. So make the motion. Well, I go through my papers here. All right, unless there's any other questions, revisions, suggestions, debate. Okay. I want to make a motion that we pass ordinance number 2018-18, an ordinance amending the Heber City Code, 4 titles. .204,
Two point oh.
212, 214-030, 224, and 2.56.
Clarify, aren't those 2 point?
Yes, I'm sorry. So 2.04, 2.12. So Mayor, I'm skipping your section, right? Except for in 204, taking out the city manager in number 3, but I'm leaving 2.08 so that none of your powers are changed at this point. but then 212 maybe, 2.12, and then 2.14.020, and 2.14.030, and then 2.24, and 2.56, which is a spelling correction.
Hattie, I had one question on the, if you're, I didn't respond to the city attorney yet, I just didn't get to that point. But in number C, where it talks about duties, you added the words "and prepare." So I wasn't sure, you made that motion when we talked about it a little bit, or being the city attorney, what's the intent, what's the definition, what do you mean by
Just like what
that?
we did in closed session today. That was great.
So as you need preparation, as you come and ask and those type of things? Okay. As you say, hey, we need some clarification on this, we need some preparation.
And so I'm not expecting
To anticipate
what you're
what-
saying.
So did you not name 218 this time? I don't hear it.
So we're not doing 2.08. We are doing as presented 2.04, 2.12 as presented, and with the exception, and maybe I'll get to this, it's in 2.12, and that's the time thing. And then in 2.14.020, which is very minor, just entire city council, but 2.14.030 with how the city manager is hired and renewed, very specific. Same thing as the mayor has right now, but just very specific. So just 2.14.030 and then 2.24 and 2.56. So far so good? Okay, so now let me just add in. Go back, please, on the time. And that's in 2.12.020, that instead of 7 p.m., Amy, it would be 6 p.m. or otherwise noticed, with the semicolon after that.
And the notice is for holidays, right? And other, like leaders, duties.
Like the meeting earlier. Right, so then everything else would stand as here in the document for the particular sections, right? 2.04.010, nothing with the mayor's powers, the city council powers, and 2.12 would be added. And we can certainly look at 11A in the future, but this is just the first swipe at it. And then the time change in 2.12.020. And then just the wording change for 2.14.020, entire city council, and the term 2.14.030, exactly how we do a city manager. I'm sorry to repeat this, I just want to make sure everything's good. And then the city attorney will have a contract in 2.24, and that'll be done by majority vote. Any changes, some changes to the city attorney's powers, or I should say duties, not powers, duties. And the spelling correction.
So come back to the 2.04 and 2.08, I've got still in there. Is that part of it?
The 2.04.010 is taking out the city manager's powers and just leaving them only in the city manager's section.
Okay, so that's a deletion.
That's a deletion, it's crossed out right now, right there. Mayor's powers are not changing at this point. That's all of the 2.08.010. And the city council powers are being recommended to change here.
Then Heidi, let me just bring up one other thing when you're saying, just because that deals with the city attorney, it says duties or contract by a majority vote. Duties or contract.
Or contract.
So are you changing the mayor gets to appoint by consent?
No.
So-
It's your duties in the contract.
Duties,
It's not, now maybe that's the duties in contract. How about that? Duties in contract.
yeah, that was
They changed
That
it
was
to
confusing when it said duties
in
or contract.
In the, as well.
In, okay, let's do in the, and here we go. 2.24010.
Legislating on the fly.
It says duties or contract. It would be duties in the contract.
And then if you want to consider Tuesdays or Thursdays, but that can be later.
I
It's the
don't
first
mind.
time I've heard that one.
All right.
I may deal with that with an amendment if you just vote on it.
Okay, that's the motion, please.
Okay, we have a motion on the table, of which I cannot repeat. All right, do we have a second for that motion?
I'll second.
Okay, I'm going to make a couple comments, and then we'll open it for the rest of the council. Councilman Harden made a good point that when he said he heard a class in the biggest cities and towns where Dave Church said that the best way to govern your city is to have the council be like a board of a business, and the manager, the mayor, are like the CEO. Anytime we blur that, I think it makes a lot of confusion and it's difficult for staff. So anything that would do that, I would discourage you from doing. Number two, I think it's not a good idea to have the city council be able to appoint their own legal counsel when we already have a city attorney, and that person could be at odds with the city attorney. I know they have that in the state and the federal government, but we're a small city and we need to trust the attorney that we hire. And I think it could be expensive and confusing and cause us some problems to have that created. So, anyway, open for discussion.
I guess if it's expensive, we face the people and we can make that decision. I support these changes.
Anybody else have a comment?
So Heidi, I just want to make sure, based on all that, I got a little confused. In your motion, you are including the changes in 2.12.010, or you are not including?
204.0.
Sorry,
212.
2.010. City, the changes in the city council's
Yes,
powers.
yes, all of those are being,
That's in your motion.
yes. As well as the time change right below that in 2.12.021.
On 2.04010.3, A3, by removing the administrative authority from the city manager, I believe that would return it back to the mayor, and I think the mayor will be allowed to vote in that change. I'm not the attorney, but that's my opinion.
On which section?
2.04010A3.
We're not taking it from you to the mayor. We're taking it from you to the council. She has none of that now.
But if you're dealing with powers that are traditionally held by the mayor, and we've taken them from the manager to the council, I think the mayor has the right to vote in that instance.
Well, we're not changing any of the mayor's powers, and we're not changing any of the city manager's powers, so that, I feel like that's